Hey, my fellow comrades. It's me, Little Bit Plan 678. I finally decided to show my face. Who have thought? I guess since I revealed my face on Twitter when I tweeted that picture, which I'll get to in a few minutes. Since I revealed my face on that tweet on Twitter, I might as well reveal my face here on YouTube. I was thinking about doing a face reveal when I reach a certain milestone of subscribers, 50k or 100k, something like that. But because I was so excited to release that tweet of a very special someone I met at during my vacation at Florida, I might as well just get it out of the way then. So, on this video, I want to talk to you guys about my trip to Florida, like how it all went, how it all the stuff we did. I may have already talked about it on Twitter. Like I gave you guys like updates of what's going on, what me and my family were doing, and. But I might as well just tell you guys in a YouTube video, in case you guys weren't, some of you guys weren't following me on Twitter, or probably you were on Twitter, but you didn't follow me, but you were able to see my tweets. So, yeah, let's get started. So, for the start of the vacation, we actually got me and my family got up very early. Around 11ish o'clock at night on like I believe it was Friday, because we were planning to do it to actually get up and just go to Florida, because you could actually drive there. But we were actually going to plan to do it around like 1 o'clock in the morning, but we decided to do it early because, you know, so we can make some time to like when we get there to our home, we could actually unpack all that stuff, still have some time to relax, all that stuff. So yeah, we pretty much packed all of our stuff, and we just got in our family van and just went on to Florida. It was a long ride, okay? It was a long freaking ride, 18 hours. And we had to stop at a few places, like I think we went to like a Waffle House for breakfast, and for lunch we kind of we had to eat some snacks. We had to rely on snacks for lunch on our way there, and of course we had to stop by in a few gas stations to refuel our gas tanks, of course, because without it we wouldn't be able to get there at all. And when we were around at Florida, either before or after we got to our when we got to our home in Florida, which is in this neighborhood called Four Corners. Yeah, I think that was the place. We actually went to Applebee's to just to have some dinner and such. And then after that, we just relax in our home. And then the next day, which is Sunday, which is pretty much our first official day in our family vacation, is that we went to Disney World, Magic Kingdom. And I gotta say, there was some stuff that was changed. Don't remember exactly what, because most of it was just the same, but there were some differences here and there. Because the first time we went to Disney World was around 2010. And we went there in 2018. That's 8 years. It's been 8 years since the last time we actually went there. And the 2010 was our first visit too. So when we got to Magic Kingdom, we of course saw the whole castle. I believe it's it's actually like Cinderella's castle or something. And I even tweeted a picture about it. And I told you guys that I wonder if we could find any Kingdom Hearts stuff there. But unfortunately, throughout this whole trip, there was nothing Kingdom Hearts related at all. Which is which sucks. I was really hoping I could actually see something Kingdom Hearts related because, you know, Kingdom Hearts is technically a Disney game, especially since it features Disney characters, Goofy, Donald, Mickey, Hercules, all that stuff. But no, unfortunately there was nothing. So, sorry. So we just went on like a few rides and attractions and such. We even got inside the castle. And then around the end of the day, we practically did spend the whole day, of course. So around the end of Magic Kingdom, we usually just wait for the fireworks to go off, which is like a big highlight for when you like stay around Disney World until like nighttime. And there was something about the whole fireworks show that I didn't notice. I don't think I noticed on the first time I've been there, where of course there was like the fireworks going off, but when you see the castle, it actually changes color. Like it even shows like animated scenes from like some of the characters from the movies, Hunchback Notre Dame or Goofy, Aladdin, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if I've seen that in the first time I've been to Disney World, Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I don't think I know I have seen this fireworks, but nothing like that. So it seemed a little new to me. I don't know, it's been 8 years, so I don't think it was there, or maybe it was, but I can't remember it properly. So, on the next day, which is Monday, we went to Epcot, another Disney place. You know, where they had like the big, giant, like a metal ball. We kind of joke around thinking it was some kind of giant golf ball, but no. But yeah, we went to Epcot, and when we got there, the first thing we went to is the giant metal ball, which is this Spaceship Earth attraction. You know, it's like kind of slow-moving ride that shows you about like history, and then goes to like the future, and where you're seated, you get to interact with this touchscreen TV, this little TV screen that you can interact with. It has a touchscreen, and you can build your own future. Just pretty cool. And yes, we've actually been to Epcot the first time we actually got to Disney World. It was pretty cool the first time we've been there. It was really awesome. But now coming back to Epcot recently during our week off, I don't think there was anything new. It was still the same old. And one of the big highlights for the Epcot besides that is we get to see, no, that was on Universal Studios. No, never mind. But for Epcot, the biggest highlights that we've done there is we went through this whole pathway where we could actually see like on the side of us, we see like buildings and such that's from like other countries. You know, it's, what was it called? Like World Project One Ray or something. I don't know the name of it exactly, but we just walking around this pathway, and we actually get to see like buildings of like other places around the world, like buildings from India or Japan and America, of course, and United Kingdom as well. And an interesting thing is, apparently you can actually meet some of the Disney princesses like on certain parts of those countries during the whole walkway. And what's even more interesting is that some of those Disney princesses are from like different countries. Like, I think Snow White was like in Germany. Belle and who else? Belle and Aurora are from France, and Jasmine is India, of course. And Mulan is China, and Alice is United Kingdom. Yeah, I think that's all I can remember. We actually took pictures with those characters too. What interests me most is the Japan one, because all things anime and such. Excuse me. We actually went to a Japan store, and we got some interesting stuff there. Like, there was some interesting stuff there. Like, if you see my tweets that I tweeted about when I was in there to one of my friends named B-Mills X3B. She's one of my subscribers. She told me about this anime. What was it called? Ericasiko? I don't know the name of it exactly, but it was about this little fox girl or something, like in an office and such. I'll put a picture when I edit this video. And she told me about that little anime, and I saw like merchandise about it, so that's why I tweeted about it and showed her. And she really liked the fact that it was there, and there was like Black Butler stuff too. And I took a picture of that and showed one of my other subscribers who is into Black Butler. He was like all excited too. And I actually got something from the I got this Naruto shirt here. Yeah, there was Naruto stuff in the Japanese store, of course, because it came from there. It was like a Naruto Shippuden shirt called "Ramen is the best pleasure." I thought that was a pretty funny quote. It definitely would be something that Naruto would say. So I got that, and I think that's it. I think we got some like Japanese food there. I think it was like this weird like I don't know how to describe it. It's like it feels like Jello in a way, but it's like powdered. But if you bite into it, it's actually chocolate. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it or what it's called, but we got some of that too. And that's pretty much yeah, that's the highlight of the Epcot there. Then we just went back home, and the next day we went to the very place I've never been to before, like ever, besides Magic Kingdom and Epcot, was Universal Studios. Very first time I've ever been there, and it was pretty interesting actually. It showed like all like any like cartoon characters or characters in general that's part of like Universal Studios, including Minions. And we actually, one of the big highlights for that park is it was this famous Spider-Man ride. It took a long time to get through the whole line, but it was worth it because like how awesome it was. It was like a 4D experience. It was like a moving like a ride too. I felt like we were like moving around the whole city of where Spider-Man lived. It was like very like awesome. The rest of my family was like all screaming and such, but I was like laughing, being like, "Oh my god, wow!" It was awesome. Like the part where it shows like the flames coming out, and you can actually feel the heat and like water like splashing at you or something like that. That was awesome. It was definitely worth the wait for that ride. Apparently, there's also like a Dr. Seuss section. Yeah, apparently the Universal Studios owns Dr. Seuss, and there's like a whole like miniature park around it. Like it has some rides of its own, a restaurant and such. And interesting enough, there was like a little restaurant about green eggs and ham. Yeah, kind of like that in the book, which is one of my favorites from Dr. Seuss. I was actually thinking that we would actually be able to go to that place to eat, but I don't think we did. Then there was a very interesting like a little attraction that was kind of like a scene of like a movie. Like I don't know how to explain. It's like a cinematic kind of play or something. It was about Poseidon, you know, the god of the sea. It was pretty like climatic and pretty epic. And what else from Universal Studios? Oh, that's like the main highlight and such. But what I hate most throughout this whole trip, oh my god, the weather at Florida was outrageous. I didn't mention this when we were in Magic Kingdom, when I told you about Magic Kingdom, but it was raining out. And I hate that the fact that the rain ruins of like vacation spots like the Magic Kingdom. And I'm surprised that when we went to Epcot, there was no rain. It was completely sunny. But at Universal was so bad. Like, I was so freaking pissed when the rain was like crashing down and such. Thunder and lightning were going off. We literally had to like go back to our car and just get out of there. You know, get back to our house and relax for the rest of the day. So we didn't get to see everything in Universal Studios apparently. So because of the rain, we had to go back home. Because it was kind of the day of Universal Studios was kind of ruined because of it, which I hated. But then the next day, what was it? I posted on Twitter. Let me just check. All right, there was like another thing that I tweeted about when during our time in the Universal Studios. We actually went to the Harry Potter section in Universal Studios. We spent some time there and then walked around a path to like the Jurassic Park area and then this comic strip world and such. And I think we kind of like went down the path until we were like back at the Dr. Seuss section. And then we took this Harry Potter train to to the other side of Universal Studios, which is like there's another like Harry Potter section with the town and such. We saw like a little play. So on the other side of Universal Studios, I tweeted about it. We went to through these little attractions. There was one about Men in Black, which at first when we went inside, it was like showing off like it was going to be like this educational thing like Science and You or something, but then it turns out it was actually the Men in Black thing. Like at first I felt like I was tricked, like, hey, this isn't the Men in Black thing, what the heck? But then after a few minutes of like the whole introduction about like learning science and such, it turned into the whole Men in Black thing. It was like a so kind of like moving cart kind of like a ride, and you like shoot aliens and such. It was pretty cool. It took a while to actually get there, but it was actually pretty nice. Then after that, we walked a little longer, and then we got to the Simpsons section of the Simpsons section of the other side of Universal Studios. It was Krusty Land. Sorry, and I'm quite surprised about that because I never thought I'd be able to actually see like a Simpsons kind of like attraction there, let alone about like a place like Krusty Land. Like I remember when I was playing this mobile game called Simpsons Tapped Out, and there was an update about Krusty Land, but we couldn't decide what rides from the Simpsons attraction Universal Studios to actually go to, which is unfortunate. But I decided to tweet about it anyway, and just leaving the whole like dough thing, you know. Yes, I even said like me and my family just went through Krusty Land. However, we couldn't decide what to do there. Dough. This felt like a little Simpsons reference there with the dough. And we actually tried to go to one of a restaurant, Simpsons like restaurant. In fact, I think we actually went to a place that looks like Moe's. Yeah, like it was like a recreation of the Moe's Tavern, which I thought was awesome. But like it was like more like there's more to it. Like it was actually like a restaurant, and there were TVs like hanging like around like these pillars by where the tables were. It was showing like I guess funny moment compilations of Simpsons episodes. But unfortunately, we couldn't do anything there. We were planning to eat there, but there was like a whole line there, so we couldn't do anything about it, which sucks. Another highlight from Universal Studios when we had like our little second visit to the Dr. Seuss area after we were going through the whole pathway from the Hogwarts to the Jurassic Park and the other stuff. And we went back to the Dr. Seuss area. I decided to go to this candy shop, and I got this huge donut. Like, holy crap! It was a huge donut. I was planning to have that as like the dessert. The next time I went home. Of course, since it's a giant donut, I couldn't eat it all at once. I had to like eat half of it, and then the next day I eat the rest. So, and then on the next day, after that, because you know after the rain pretty much ruined the rest of the day at Universal Studios, we went back home, and then the next day we went to this NASA area. It was like the Kennedy Space Center or something. It had like NASA stuff in there. Like I remember telling you guys before I went I was going on vacation. I was telling you guys that we would go to Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and the rest of the week is Universal Studios, but apparently that wasn't the plan. Unfortunately, that's what I thought, but apparently not. So we went to the Kennedy Space Center. I wasn't really too into it, especially since it's all like it's learning about space and it's all educational. Wasn't really invested into it. So after like a whole day there, we went on this bus tour. We were like checking out like other stuff about the Space Center, and then after that we went home. And I think the rest of the day we went to Disney Springs around nighttime. The first time we've ever been there, I think. Yeah, I think it was like the first time we've been there. It's the same day we went to the Space Kennedy Center. The Kennedy Space Center. I mean, we went to Disney Springs, and I'm guessing you saw on Twitter that I saw this freaking. There were like huge models, Lego models of like. There was one about like Toy Story, and I think one about like a dragon, a knife fighting dragon. And in the water, there was like a Loch Ness monster kind of creature. It was like in the water. And I was like, holy crap! What the heck? How did they actually make this Loch Ness monster in Legos in the water? And then we just like check out some of the shops there. I think it was like some kind of small area before, and then they renovated it. And then it became like, it got extended to like into like more shops and such. On the next day, we went to this kind of like a airboat ride through like a swamp-like area where we were checking out crocodiles. It was pretty interesting. The first time I've ever been on that airboat. It was a lot of fun, actually. I was like around like the front row seat, which is cool, but at the same time not so cool because we got like bugs and such like flying right at us. So me and my sisters were pretty much the windshield, while my mom and dad were like sitting in the back. But I think they got caught from some of the debris too. I believe yeah. I think after that, we hanged out at our Florida home for a little bit longer. And then we went to Disney Springs again. And we just checked out if there's anything that we can get. And then, to my freaking surprise, I was at this Disney trend kind of shop. It was like a clothing or paintings and such. It's very like, it's kind of like showing like trending Disney stuff and such. And to my absolute surprise, I met freaking Aaron Hansen, aka Ego Raptor, and also the Grump from Game Grumps. Literally in person, I met Aaron Hansen. I'll show you the picture when I end the video, but it was like I didn't know how to feel. Like my heart was feeling like it was pumping, and my stomach was feeling weird. Like at first, like I was seeing him like walking around like with his. I'm guessing it was his wife Susie. I've been hearing that they're like she's Aaron's fiance, but I think at this point they're actually married. I'm pretty sure. I saw like his wife Susie also known, I think her YouTube channel is called Mortimer, and she has a second channel called Kitty Cat Gaming. And then I looked around and I saw Aaron. And I was like, wait a minute, that can't be. There's no way that's him. That can't be Aaron Hansen. So I excused myself. Like I told that I'll be right back, and then I approached Aaron and I said hi to him. It's like, you're Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, and from Game Grumps. Like, yeah, that's me. I was like so excited. I was able to meet a YouTuber in person, a popular one even. I was completely speechless. And I asked him, like, what are you doing here in Disney Springs? And he was like, no, just, like, walking around. He was very chill and such. He was a very chill guy. And I asked him if he wanted to take a picture. He's like, yeah, sure. So, he got my phone, and he gave it to this, I'm not sure if it was one of his friends, but it was, like, a random dude. He got to, like, hold my phone and, like, take a few pictures. And the whole time, like, we were like posing for a picture, Aaron was like pointing his finger at me. It's like, I guess he was just like, yeah, I'm with this guy, or something like that. Like, oh my god, I don't know what to say really. Like, the fact that I was able to meet a popular YouTuber in person, it was mind blowing. And I tweeted about it. It was like my first time showing my face. I got so excited, like, I didn't care if I show my face. It felt a little weird showing it, but now that I did show my face on Twitter, I might as well show it on YouTube, you know? Better late than never. And then the next day, yeah, we went to the day I went to Disney Springs. It was like at nighttime. Yeah, so on the next day, we went to this zoo-like area where we saw some, like, elephants. And it's a few other, like, animals, too. Like, there was, like, a tortoise and a zebra. And, what else? Oh, yeah, there were, like, lemurs, too. I guess it was like a zoo, basically. But it had, like, certain animals in it. It's weird. But I guess those are, like, conservatives kind of, places. I don't know. I don't know really much the place, but yeah, we saw an elephant named Luke. Excuse me, and he was trained to actually be able to like paint and such. He was like painting like on a canvas. Everyone thought it was like pretty cute. I thought it was pretty cool. And when he was done, he was like, I think he was like lifting his like foot up and like waving his trunk. Like it was kind of cute. Yeah, I think we went to Disney Springs again around after that. I think we went to our home first, then we just spent the rest of the day at Disney Springs. I just like, I don't know why I felt like I don't know why we liked going there yet. I don't know why. I guess because we wanted to explore more of it, but we couldn't actually explore the rest the other days because it was getting late. So we had to like get ready to like you know, for the next part of the sites, you know. So I believe we pretty much spend the rest of the last day at Disney Springs, and we went to a restaurant called the T-Rex Cafe, which is pretty impressive, even though it looks like some kind of like a kiddie restaurant with like all the animatronic like T-Rexes and dinosaurs. But it was actually pretty cool too, especially when he does like these special effects and such, like a meteor shower going through. It was like showing off like around the restaurant. We were like we were sitting at this ice cave kind of like section. We were sitting there enjoying our food, and when the whole meteor shower thing came down, it did like a couple of times. The ice cave section, it was like it was turning like different colors, like red and such. I was like, well, what the heck is going on? But apparently it was because of the whole meteor shower like show thing. And when I'm guessing since you saw my tweet, I told you about like the this awesome burger I got. The Megasaurus burger. It was like 3 burger patties in one sandwich. I think I added bacon too. It was awesome, man. It was delicious. So after that, we pretty much we spend the rest of our time, the rest of the day, of our last day at home, relaxing, and then in the morning we got all of our stuff and decided to leave. Yeah, get out of our Florida home, and it's time to go back to my hometown. And I've actually, despite all the rain, all the thunderstorms and such in Florida, I'll miss Florida. I'm definitely not gonna miss the rainy days. Because screw the freaking rain in that freaking place, okay? Screw it. I hated it. It literally ruins the whole day when it rains on places like the Magic Kingdom and such. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention the last day when I was at Disney Springs, I got this hat here. I saw this hat a couple of times throughout my week. I actually tweeted about it. It's such a freaking ridiculous joke. I was so I don't know when I would actually get it or not, but on the last day, especially on the last day we went to Disney Springs, I decided to get it because why not? It seemed like a very stupid joke, but it was hilarious. Like it's so stupid that it's funny. I'm sure you guys can see it. It says, "I'm so fly, I never land." Guess you know, Peter Pan flies, and there's the place Neverland. It was so. I didn't know how to react to it. I was laughing definitely, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh my god, did they really just did that?" It was something. So that was pretty much my whole week, at least all the highlights of my whole week at Florida. We visited some places and went to new places that we'd never been to. It was pretty awesome, I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this special little video. Guess you could consider it like a face reveal and such. I'm sorry I didn't do this earlier, but because since the August 8th, the 4th anniversary of FNAF was approaching, I had to like make something for that first, just to get out of the way, and then I decided to make this. But guys, don't expect me to do any future Let's Plays with a face cam because I still need to figure out how to do that properly, like how Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Markiplier were able to do it. Or if I want to, I could just like do Let's Plays without a face cam, like Game Grumps does. If I can figure out how to put my face cam and such into my gameplay videos, then let's see, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this special little video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to become a fellow Comrade today, and I'll see you guys next time. Whether it be Carbon plays, Kyle plays, Stan plays, Kenny plays, all that stuff, or a random Let's Play, or even South Park speed paint video I might decide to make. We'll just have to wait and see. Stay tuned to find out. Bye!